Hi guys, so today we're gonna go over the states of being that humans can evolve to. Symbolically, hue is a frequency on the light spectrum, meaning that everything is energy. Everything has a vibration to it. Man meaning mind or awareness. So we are consciousness experiencing through these light expressions that appear as matter. And we are able to raise our frequency through whatever we are experiencing. So, starting at the lowest embodiment, we have the ego state of being. And this is about control, survival, and validation. It is where we all start as babies. This is also connected to the root chakra. Between the ego state and love state, we have the solar plexus and sacral. And within these, there is desire, which is connected to pleasure, attachment, and approval. So, pleasure are the things that soothe you or excite you. And when this no longer works for you, it can lead to addictions, numbness, boredom. So, whatever distracts you from pain, this is pleasure. Attachments can be a relationship, a role, belief, or the future. And when this falls away or causes heartbreak or loss, it can lead to grief, abandonment wounds, and loss of meaning. Anything that stabilizes your identity is attachment. Approval is anything that soothes your insecurities. And when validation disappears, you get rejected, or it feels meaningless, this can cause an identity crisis or feel shame surfacing, right? Now, there is something that happens when you become aware that either of these things no longer work for you. Changing these cause you to break. And what do I mean by that? So think of these as pillars for the ego identity. And when one of these fall, so does your identity. It no longer feels right or good. And it's having this realization that you can't go back to feeling the same. This is also considered a tower moment where big change is meant to happen within you, right? So when you start to outgrow any of these, you are given two choices. The first one being staying in stagnation. So you're aware of this, but you choose not to do anything about it, right? You stay in a cycle, and this could cause confusion. It could be uncomfortable. This is also choosing to stay in ego consciousness. The second choice being to open your heart or doing the inner work. It is also known as the spiritual awakening. This is an inner journey where you learn the truth about yourself. And it is also a road to breaking out of the ego consciousness. So a lot of people choose to stay in stagnation because it's much easier. And the reason you will feel stagnation is because you are meant to grow and evolve. We're not meant to stay in cycles. Well, only until you learn, right? But it is a choice. This is why you can't make someone have a spiritual awakening unless they make that choice. And you will understand this or whatever I'm saying if you have already gone through a spiritual awakening and have tried to wake up others, right? So it is a choice to stay in ego consciousness. And it's totally valid. So doing the inner work leads to the next state, which is the love state. And it is where you open your heart. And this leads to healing or acknowledging what's lodged in your heart to open it. And the love state is where the heart chakra is at. This is also the bridge to the higher states. So it is where your true desires come from because they are connected to the higher states. They're not egoic, where the solar plexus and sacral desires come from. Then we get to the awareness state. This is where your third eye and your throat chakra is at. Here you acknowledge the truth, you see the truth, and speak the truth. You are aware of everything, right? You are present. And your mind keeps expanding. This is also where you'll come across what's in your mind. So, shadow work is very prevalent here. And I do want to say that when you become more aware here, your psychic gifts also awaken more. So, you're able to sense energy, see energy, feel energy, right? After the awareness state, we have the Christ state. And this is where the crown chakra is very active. It is the embodiment of divine love. So not only are you aware that we are all one, but you embody it here. You express unity love. Now there are more states, but this is how far I'm going to go today. Just because a lot of the people can't even go beyond the awareness state. It's a process, it's a journey. But if you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll get to you. Other than that, thank you so much for watching this video.